Hello, hello, friends. Welcome to Kira's YouTube channel. Here we focus on tips to grow your cat's Instagram account and other kitty related topics. It's the best of Keeks, unedited and using my phone. Yay! Woohoo, we're back. So we were away for a little bit because Kira, I don't know if people know, but she had to have surgery. Unfortunately, she chewed up and swallowed one of these foam balls, one of her toys, and so she had to have pretty major surgery. Incisions in her stomach and 2 incisions in her intestines. So that definitely put her out of commission. She was healing for a while. As you can see, she'll start playing here soon. But she's fully recovered, doing much better now, going out on walks, and she's doing great. So, I just felt, really terrible when that happened. I think it happened overnight. I heard her vomiting the next day, and then she wasn't able to eat. I just knew something was wrong, and I took her in. And so anyway, she had to have the surgery, but at least we got through it, and she's okay. And now much more careful and not, buying those types of toys anymore. She only has bigger toys, and then everything gets put away at night. So you basically... I basically live and learn, and I just wanted to pass that info out there to people with cats, but mostly, especially kittens, if that could help anybody. So it was a foam ball type of toy that she was able to piece apart and swallow. So not the best toy. Anyways, I did a poll on my Instagram stories. I don't know if she's going to chase this or not. Asking if people wanted to see the next video about growth or about how I trained Kira to walk on her leash. And the overwhelming response was majority for seeing how I leash trained her. So I just want to do a quick video today about that. Basically, the first thing I did, as I do with a lot of things, is I just looked up other information. So I will link the video, and it's a very good 3-minute video. It's by Catman2. Oh, there she goes. With 3 steps for leash training. So I just tried to follow those steps, but I adapted them with Kira. And before she messes with these, here's examples. Here's her little harnesses and the leads. And I got these very cheap off eBay. They must have been, I don't know, $5 or less, honestly. You do have to sometimes wait for shipping on eBay, but I get a lot of pet stuff off there. It's pretty cheap if you're willing to wait for the shipping, and I don't know, I just didn't want to purchase too expensive of a harness, considering I knew she would grow out, start growing out of things. So she started with the pink one, and then I got her this, let me come in here a little more. The purple one, I guess it's a little bit longer, but yeah. Okay, Kira. And here are the little leads. And they're not too long. So there's other leads and, things like that, or leashes. I think there's a difference between lead and leashes, but anyway, leashes. So, that can, maybe be in another video sometime or something, what to use to walk or, harness train your kitty. Okay, stretch. Yeah, you can see her stomach is still shaved from, from her operation there. So anyway, the first step that I took, according to that video, was just to get her comfortable in the harness. And so I didn't do exactly like they said, to feed her with it on all the time and stuff. Kira is very easygoing. I just put the harness on and gave her treats, and she accepted the harness very easily. The next steps were a little bit more challenging, but she's always been kind of okay letting me put it on her. Now she purrs when I put it on. She's very easygoing. So that part wasn't too hard, but you definitely want to spend more time getting them used to the harness, providing treats while you put the harness on as a first step. They shouldn't be darting away or running. It should be not a hassle to have to put the harness on as a first step. So the first step is basically, like I said, get them comfortable in the harness with treats or food or, a reward of some sort. So that's what I did with her. I gave her treats and she accepted the harness. Let's see. Then I did do the walking portion, attaching the leash to the harness once she was comfortable. And in that video, they use a clicker, but you use a clicker or a command, or you say something and try to get your kitty to come to you, in the leash. and then give them a treat when they come to you. So we practice that, walking just here in my apartment, back and forth. I did it pretty slowly. I would do, when I started, for a few minutes, not 5 minutes or less a night, most days out of the week or something. I'm trying to give a rough estimate because this was a while ago. And I could tell she didn't always really want to come, but she kind of just accepted or was willing to come, with a treat as the reward there. Kira's kind of funny. I feel like sometimes she is motivated by food and sometimes she's not. So anyway, I'll get to more of that in a second. So yeah, basically for, I don't know, I want to say a week or 2 weeks, we just practiced that, walking around in the apartment, back and forth, getting her to come. And again, like I said, these leashes are very short. So, getting her to come 2 or 3 feet to me. And I also did something where I just sort of, like, I guess I can show you on the toy, kind of like did a little tug, not too hard, but tugged and kind of made a noise like, come on, Kira. No, I think she made, hey, Keeks. Maybe she noticed that. And she would come and she would get her little treat, and that was that. So I think after about 2 weeks of doing that, I finally took her outside. In the video, they talk about still using food outside, and here's where I say she's kind of, it's hard to tell with Kira because she didn't want to take treats outside, except treats, with being on the harness and walking outside. So I don't know, she seems motivated inside with treats, but not so much when we're actually outside. So when I first took her outside, she panicked and just wanted to run back in, but I did challenge her a little bit, and I will probably do another follow-up video too about how far to push, and things like that, or how far I have pushed her with her training. It's kind of like a delicate balance, I have always tried to get her to not completely panic when she hears noise or things she doesn't like. So the first time out was very scary, and instead of just letting her run home, I did pick her up and just sit with her outside for a long time. So sometimes it takes stuff like that, and just kind of working with the speed of where Kitty is at, I think, and not forcing everything too soon, but then also not I don't know, giving up, I guess. I don't know what the right term is, too soon either, and letting, always having to go back just to square one. I think there's a delicate balance, so to speak, with how far to push them in their training, and then making them uncomfortable, and then recognizing when they're really done with training, or when they're just, it becomes too much for them. It's time to go home. So, the more time I've spent with Kira training her on the leash, the more I've gotten to kind of know her signals too about when she's tired and when she's going to accept that I'm going to try to push her a little bit more to just stay outside and observe, and it's safe and it's okay. And, I think she definitely likes that part of it. And over time, I've gotten to notice that Kira also enjoys, like a lot of cats, she doesn't like the noise and everything, and she's more into exploring when we're not around a lot of people, or when we're on a family walk, when there's other, people around who she knows. So I think she feels more safe, confident, and calm versus, if I was to go and it's very busy one day, that would probably spook her and freak her out. So part of, I think, training is also, the more you kind of do it, I mean, start with the initial steps, but the more you take your cat outside and work with them, the more you get to know kind of their personality and sort of what adventures they might be into as well. So yeah, Keeks, this is what she likes to do most of the time, is just play. So I don't really even take Kira out, that often. She's I kind of just take her out for a little stimulus, and I know other friends who take their cats out multiple times a day, practically like a dog, and then she's just not like that. I think she enjoys it or likes to get a little stimulus here and there, but otherwise I don't think she's you know, I mean, we'll see as she gets older, but I don't think she's so far into doing super long walks or like crazy, you know, cat adventures. She's just pretty chill and likes to observe people. And then she lets me know when she wants to go home. She'll start meowing and stuff when she's, you know, had enough. Anyways, yeah, but she does enjoy climbing trees and everything. And part of this gets into the breed of the cat as well. And the personality too. But with Kira, if for those who don't know, she's a Siberian, and the full name is Siberian forest cat. So they do have a tendency to be interested, you know, more and more comfortable and confident in the trees. They can, you know, kind of climb up a tree and climb down a tree easier. I won't say that as like they all can do it, but they're, you know, probably more likely to be able to. I've seen her climb down the tree, you know, come down easily before. And, you know, climb up it. So lots of times she'll like to do that and just kind of hang out in the tree and listen and watch and everything that's going on. And yeah, that's just kind of what she's into. So yeah, what do you see out there, Keeks? All right, I hope I covered everything. Again, the 3 steps, let me try to recap here that I did. First, I got her used to just being on the, you know, here's she hit these, the harness by itself. Like I put it on her and she was comfortable right away, but I, you know, gave her treats while I put it on and just let her walk around the apartment and be comfortable in the harness before adding the leash. Then I added the leash, step 2, had her walk a couple feet in distance to me to receive a treat, and just made kind of a noise each time or called her name, so she would, you know to come, or to kind of associate, excuse me, the tug on the leash with coming towards me. And then I just took her outside and kind of sat with her because I saw, you know, she was getting kind of freaked out to go out, and just sat with her in my outdoor courtyard for a while. And then I took her to the park eventually, and, you know, I saw that she liked being in the trees, and so she would, you know, stay in the trees. And we're kind of working on it from there. I am planning to get a cat backpack to see if that makes her more comfortable. I have a lot of friends who say that the training goes really well with the cat backpack, so I'm hoping to see how that goes. Because for now, I can tell when she explores, she will walk, you know, on the leash, but she's still kind of hesitant, and other times she's kind of curious. But I haven't seen her be fully confident yet, you know, in her body language and posture when she's walking. She seems to be relaxed in a tree, like I said, or from a high point observing things going on, but just walking around, she still seems a little bit nervous and self-conscious. So I do want to have her backpack for like a safe place to go and continue her training using that. So yeah, I feel like, I don't know if I even said step 3 because I didn't do it exactly like I said, like according to the video that you can watch, but because she wouldn't really take the treats outside, so I kind of just had to take her out and, and just, you know, work with her and see how she responded, and then kind of, you know, see her limits kind of, and work with her like that. So yeah, go. Another thing I do, if you are at home, or if you can do this, because I'm able to watch her, you know, I do open these screen doors just a little bit. Well, not that one because it doesn't have the balcony, but this one has a balcony. So I open the screen door just a crack during the day because I'm here, you know, working at home. And, you know, then she can just hear the traffic, hear the sounds. She goes towards it a lot, so she can still get that stimulus of being outside. So if you're able to open windows and stuff in the house, you know, with a screen, that could also be helpful too, just to get, you know, get them used to smelling the outdoors and hearing the noise and things like that. So yeah, I closed it now, but I'll open it for the rest of the afternoon for Kira. All right, well, this video is a lot longer than planned. So if you have any more suggestion, you know, for what you'd like to see in an outdoor video, or any comments about this, or maybe tips for others for how you leash trained your kitties, please let me know in the comments, or let other people know. You know, it'd be great to see some more comments here. All right, And I know this was a long one, so as always, if you've made it to the end of this video and liked what you saw, get your paws out and subscribe. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. I don't know if she'll come back, so I'll just say bye. Wait, I hear her, maybe. All right, it's too long. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next one. Bye.